Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, August 22nd, 2022. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. Right now, we see a bit of weakness here hitting the market in after-hours trading, pre-market trading here ahead of the RTH Open. Previous week's low right now serving as resistance pretty much across the board here as price drops a bit. Obviously, this is the biggest two-day pullback that we've seen pretty much since this market began to rally in mid-July here. It's been a very significant uptrending move, and for the most part, the most bullish move we've seen all year long. This pullback here, will it lead to some sort of rejection on the end and give us another round of strength up ahead? Or is this break an indication of further weakness back toward the next support level down? 40.80 is the next near-term support level down. But if we manage to see some sort of significant intraday rejection here, and we start to push above the day's midpoint and recover the previous week's close, those types of things over the next day or maybe two could suggest, again, a buy the dip opportunity inside this PEMA trigger zone. Otherwise, again, failure to get really back above that 42.20 previous week's low here could suggest more weakness back toward 40.80, which is the next support level down. So we'll be watching to see how this plays out here early in the session. If we get ourselves a strong early rejection, there could be more strength ahead, but right now showing signs of weakness with a shot to head back toward 40.80. Big time support level back there. If we take a look here at the NQ, down about 1.5% right now. This one also breaking down through that narrow range here Friday. Price dropping away from the previous week's low price right here, which is significant, and returning to a big retest here of 13K down below. 13K, a big level here to watch. This is also a significant support level that takes us back to the beginning of the year here, where we have 13K that comes across, and it was big time support for a while. Went offered, retest, back to it. So this zone is going to be important. Can it stay above this area? Can price reject those levels? If so, we could be continuing higher toward 14K, but a failure at 13 starts to open up the next level down, which is 12.1, 12.150 for a big retest below. So this is going to be a big time test here. If price can continue to reject 13K from above, we could see another bounce back above. Failure to hold that level opens up a return 12.4 and 12.2 down below. Taking a look at crude oil. Crude oil right now down just shy of 0.5% right now and holding within the previous session's range. So it's an inside day as of right now. Very narrow range that is developed here on these lows. Very clear downtrending channel right now that's been in play. And again, this market has been very bearish overall, but is sitting right on top of a significant area of support. 86 is a significant market structure area and big time CLVN. You have your 87.22 FOMC key level, and the market has done just enough to hold that zone, but it remains within a super bearish down move right now. Very clear, prominent downtrend. So unless price can pop back above 96s here, any push even as high as 96 could still be sold for a continuation lower. A failure at 86 opens up the next major support level down, which is 75. So right now mostly range bound. It can continue to chop back and forth 86 to 95 or so, but outside of that range opens up the next clear move for crude oil. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin had its biggest move down in a long while on Friday, down over 8% back to 21K. This is a big time level here. This is going to be very important to see if this pullback starts to lead to higher lows. It's retesting the June 15th FOMC key level. It's a big area of support right there. If price can hold that zone, we may see it bounce back up, perhaps even an attempt to transition to the next area above. Remember, above that 25.3 here, which is an important pivot there. You have that similar pivot here. Above that level opens up 28K up above. but failing to get above that zone again suggests this market's not ready to really push back above those levels. So key level here, 21K. Can it hold it? If not, could we be returning back to these lows? So this one has been a little less bullish here than what we've seen out of ETH, and pulling back to retest 21K now, big time level. If you take a look at ETH itself, big time rally overall. Again, this one's doubled off the lows in a very short amount of time, and is now pulling back to a big time retest here from above that 1600 zone right now. Very important. Again, when you look at this back at how it's played out so far this year, a lot of weakness taking you down, a box that developed below the previous year's futures low, price pushes back above and holds that low and continues higher. Now we're pulling back again, but staying above this blue line so far. So 1400 to 1450, again, about as big time a support retest as there can be. Do we even get that low? If you can get down into the 1400, 1450 zone, it could be a tremendous longer term entry here, because holding that level suggests that we could be headed back toward 2000 again, maybe even higher. And if we continue higher, are we able to go back and get that naked FOMC key level above from May 4th? That's the 2850 level. So from 1425 back to 2850, that's another 100% move. How long will that take to happen, if at all? Again, the fact that it was able to rebound off of this low very sharply, if it can hold a retest, perhaps months down the road here, we might be retesting 2850 down the road. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the new week of trading. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.